Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing a Q&A with a twist. We're cooking dinner. We're trying to get that HelloFresh sponsorship.
HelloFresh, hit us up, dude.
Yeah.
Check this out. Check out your pork chop.
Ooh, how'd we do?
Delicious.
Ricardo and I aren't used to cooking, so it feels good to finally step up in the kitchen and cook for ourselves. Finally. We got the clothing rack and I'm so excited. Okay, I got the clothing rack set up, but we still have these two bins and these two bags. I literally love this clothing rack though. It has so much storage, hooks galore, and hopefully I can get it organized better. Check it out, we finally got a table in here. We're almost ready to get to work. We just have these two bins that we need to unpack and figure out what to do with. Little shipping stuff is over there. Maybe we'll move that, I'm not sure yet. I'm so excited. So excited. Wow. Good morning. I did eyeliner for the first time in a minute. I did it a little differently than I usually do. Hopefully it looks good. I've been wearing workout sets every day and I really like it because I can like get stuff done while I still look cute, because when I was at home I was wearing PJs or like sweatpants constantly, which makes me just feel like a bum, but I feel like cute. We've been so productive. My theory of us being in our own space and environment, allowing us to be our most productive and just overall best people, is proving to be true, and I'm so happy. We're gonna go get coffee and a acai bowl. We made so many flannel tees last night. Rick and Morty, grayscale black and white Harley Davidson moment. This is probably my favorite. Oh, and this one I tried a new style and I love how it turned out, which accidentally created this thing, which I'm probably gonna distress and maybe like add something else to it. It needs to be hemmed. These two half and half corduroy things. It's hard to show, but we're also gonna embroider onto these, and this is gonna be a whole moment. Stay tuned.
I recognize him. I don't know if it was from the gym or from here.
We made a quick stop at the flea market and I got this hoodie. It's all like bedazzled and it even has pockets. I thought it was dope. It's even like Cheetos. I was like, whoa. And then I looked at the tag and I realized the brand, and I'm not even gonna tell you guys what the brand was because you don't deserve the disappointment that I felt after I had already bought it. But I still think it's a cool hoodie. Today we're doing a Q&A with a twist. We're gonna do a challenge of trying to make something in less than 2 hours with no preparation. We're gonna see what we can come up with off the rip, on the fly, you know what it is. And in between we're gonna answer some questions that you guys ask. Let's get started.
An additional part to the challenge is, I mean, we're also cooking dinner. HelloFresh,
Hit us up. Okay, ready, set, go. I think I'm gonna go for a pair of sweatpants, so I'm gonna look at what I have. I'm kind of digging this. I'm gonna see if I have something to match, or let's see. Or I could do something with this. I feel like this could be cool.
comment below what you would have done.
These are my two options right now.
I'm leaning towards Harley.
Well, let's see the colors we have to work with. 2 minutes in. I feel like this color would be good with either one of them. And I have some yellow left over. Ooh, I'm liking this so far. The mint and the yellow. I feel like either one looks good with that graphic. And this maybe? Ooh, springtime vibes. Do you like that?
Yes, but
I like it with the Mickey.
Mickey.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna do this. It's a bit wild, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's gonna be cute. It's 5 minutes in. I only have a little bit of this yellow, so I'm thinking I'll add this bleach dyed blue because I feel like the pink goes together and it's still like a springtime vibe. I think it's gonna be really, really cute. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna cut everything up. Let's get our first question up in here. Okay, first question is favorite part of your job. My favorite part of my job is probably the freedom I have to do whatever I want, but mostly just the creative aspect of it. I didn't know how much I would love designing clothes. I love everything about my job.
My favorite part is getting to work with you, baby.
Okay, next question is gonna be hardest part / most frustrating part of reworking. Sometimes other people, if that makes sense, and just the whole idea of like who copied who. And I'm definitely guilty of being the type of person to, in the past, be possessive over my ideas. But I think there's just no point to doing that because all art comes from somewhere else. It's gonna be extremely hard to make a 100% new idea. And it's just frustrating, the kind of like animosity that comes from people doing the same ideas. Okay, next question. If you could give one piece of advice to others, what would it be? So I love giving advice. I have a lot of advice to give. But right now, what I think I would say is don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't miss out on things because you're afraid to fuck up. Take every opportunity that comes to you. Try out new things. Don't be afraid to be embarrassed if you do make a mistake. Like, having the courage to try something new,
we're all human,
is huge. I saw this girl on TikTok. Basically,
this has gotten me to show up at yoga classes at scary and intimidating studios. It's gotten me to go to class on days I didn't want to. It's gotten me to try a new hobby, jump in the ocean in the middle of winter. And as a people pleaser, it just really helps me recenter myself. I take a deep breath. I'm not afraid to be seen trying. And you can do anything. It's gonna sound crazy, but everything you want.
that is such good advice. That's what I was trying to get at.
In a nutshell, guys, go out there and get your XP. Period.
He's right. Another thing I want to add to that, obviously my YouTube videos right now aren't perfect, and I'm probably going to look back and cringe and be embarrassed of the stuff I put out when I was first starting. But if I waited until I was perfect and I was 100% happy with what I was putting out,
We'd never start.
we honestly would never start. You're always going to keep improving, but you just got to make that first step and take the risk. Just do it. What are you waiting for? Next question, what is your ultimate goal in life? I would say to be happy and to make other people happy. I don't even have anything to add. I feel like that perfectly sums it up.
Yeah, I would just add freedom.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry to speed this up, Ricardo, and I hope you don't get mad at me. But he was just dancing around the word freedom.
Being free. Period.
You're on to something, man. We're 15 minutes in. Next question. Do you thrift your fabric, buy from a fabric store? I'm new and inspired. I absolutely love that you're inspired. That's honestly another goal in my life, is to inspire others. Almost 100% of my fabric I use is thrifted. The literal only exception of new fabric I buy is when I get custom images printed. And even that is a small business I'm supporting. So it's all sustainable. Don't get me wrong. And sometimes people are surprised that the stuff I find is thrifted. Do not sleep on the thrift stores. My favorite thrift store is Goodwill, even though I don't really like their mission. It kind of goes to a greedy man, but I also get donations from my family. Sometimes I buy online like Depop or Facebook Marketplace. Now that I'm out here in LA, they have the flea markets, which have like all vintage shops and curated goods that are all secondhand, which is absolutely amazing. I literally love it out here, which you do pay up for that, but I think it's worth it. What got you into doing what you are doing right now? I never saw myself doing fashion design. When I was little, I definitely did draw some fashion designs, but I just thought it was too big of a dream to actually accomplish. Little did I know.
Yeah, right? Isn't that insane?
Honestly, it all started when I met Ricardo, because we both have the same dreams of being business owners. But we started with drop shipping. When the pandemic hit, Ricardo got the idea to do masks. We started making masks from reusable cotton fabric, and that kind of got me into using the sewing machine and upcycling. It just evolved into this, and I absolutely love what we do. How much was the serger? The serger was $200. I think I'm gonna do a full machine tour and a little bit on how they work and what's worth it. in another video. Comment down below if you guys would want that, because a few people have been asking about that. How to grow an audience and make sales within said audience. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely struggled to grow an audience for probably like the first 2 years of me doing this. It was so frustrating. Edit in CapCut. CapCut's a great app. And then repost to Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And you can do slightly different variations, like if you have a sound in the background of one of them or no sound in one of them. Also connect with your audience. Let them get to know you. Get to know them. I know it can be discouraging on social media because they literally make it addicting. It's like a slot machine with like your videos doing well or whatever. Even if you're putting out the best content, it still might not do well. Recreate what works and what does well. If you keep putting the work in, your time will come. We're taking an intermission to eat. Oh my gosh. We just took a break to eat, but now we're getting back into it. Ready? Go. Okay, next question.
I got our food coming, guys.
I know, I'm tired now. It was delicious though. This is a good one. How do you make your designs? What is your process on picking out items to rework into one product? Well, I kind of showed that in the beginning. I typically will start around one graphic, and if I have things that I think will go with it, I always have to include pockets. Were you originally a thrift account, or have you always been reworking? I was very briefly a thrift account. I started my account January 2020, and I started reworking like March 2020. And as soon as I started reworking, I pretty much was strictly reworking because I just loved it so much. And I wasn't reselling for profit really anyways. I was only reselling to get rid of me and my sister's clothes. Favorite place you've traveled to? I love everywhere I've traveled to for different reasons. Miami is so fun. I also love Europe. I've been to Europe a few times. I can't pick just one. Oh, I loved Maine. I'm just gonna say California because it's got the beach, the mountains, so much here.
I would say Miami. The only reason that California stacks up is because we make California trips work trips. But if we could do this in Miami, bro. Ooh.
Your favorite and least favorite aspects of running your own biz? For one, it's literally 4:15 and we just had our first meal of the day. My least favorite aspect is the sacrifices you have to make. We really have to take care of ourselves in all ways.
I would agree with that. Like the sacrifices and the time crunches, and most of the time, like they go hand in hand.
It's worth the sacrifices. And favorite, how proud I feel after I make something I love or I achieve a goal. What about you?
All the adventures it's taking us on, you know?
Yeah, that's so true. Favorite Starbucks order? My favorite is probably a caramel ribbon crunch wrap, but I try not to get those as often because they make me feel so guilty because they're so good. But on the daily, probably like a chai. What about you, babe?
Caramel ribbon crunch wrap. As a snack too.
Yeah.
Like I like that and a cake pop. Oof. On the daily, I never get Starbucks. Like ever. If I were to, like I need that extra shot of caffeine. It would be a pumpkin cream cold brew.
And it's seasonal, so that just goes to show how often he has that. Favorite fashion trend at the moment? I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't even know what's trending right now. My favorite fashion trend right now is not quite yet a trend, but I could definitely see it becoming a trend. It's gonna have to be patchwork tees. I'm sure something like this already exists, but this is like my rendition of it. I'm excited for more patchwork tees. Because who doesn't wear tees? Everybody wears tees. They're so inclusive, and I love doing styles that can fit as many people as possible. Favorite rework made to date? Oh my god, I cannot pick just one. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think, but I'll put a picture on the screen of my favorite rework. Can you think of what yours is, babe?
Dang, no, I can't either.
Right?
I mean, the favorite one that I've made is definitely the, it was like white, maroon,
and gold.
I love those.
In a perfect world, where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
In a perfect world, 5 years from now, Sus Originals is a pretty recognizable global brand that really does just inspire and is making a significant difference by that point. Having a lot of people following and really living a sustainable fashion lifestyle, owning a lot of property, and lastly would be being able to do literally whatever we want with our family without needing to think of finances or time.
For me, I would probably say definitely I want to be in a house. I have such big dreams for the future that I don't even want to say it prematurely because I just want to make it happen. I want to be inspiring the world to do fashion sustainably. I want to be recognized as a designer. I think we have a really good mission, an important purpose that I think will take us a long way. I want to be known on a like worldwide basis. Seems unrealistic, but you never know what could happen. We got big ass dreams.
55 minutes remaining. We're cutting it a little close, not gonna lie. Cass has one leg to do. She's taking a quick break because, I mean, she's a hardworking woman.
I almost just cut my finger.
42 minutes left.
I think we're gonna make it.
So this on too?
It won't take me that long.
All right, then we're gonna make it.
Well, I think we're gonna make it.
Can you explain like how it works in your head when you're laying out sweatpants?
I start with the pockets. I do pretty large patches. Never, ever let the same color touch if I can avoid it. And usually when I trust my gut, my intuition, it always ends up working out, so.
What do you think has been your best intuitive call?
I don't want to speak too soon, but I almost feel like YouTube. It definitely feels like the right next step to take.
How many tattoos do you see yourself getting the rest of 2023?
Ooh, 4?
Wow.
Because I already know I want to get a sun here.
How would your ideal dream home look like?
Cozy. 100% cozy. 27 minutes remaining. 17 minutes remaining. I just pinned it and I'm going to sew it down and then we can get this party going. Let's see if I can do this in 17 minutes. 1 minute remaining on the clock. All I have to do is put the waistband in the ankles. I would say that's a success because I'll do it quickly. Technically, I didn't finish in the 2 hours, but basically, here's what they look like so far. I think they're cute and giving like very vintage, kind of like faded. Oh my god, imagine wearing these to Disneyland. A dream. A dream. Okay, finished. Here they are. What do you think? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I did not film an outro. This is it. Stay tuned for next week's video because I have a guest. We're super excited about it. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. Bye!